Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the fiasco that was the PS5 and the Xbox Series X pre-order. So first let's talk about the PS5 pre-order. Now, Sony had a press conference, showed some amazing titles scheduled to come out on the platform, but unfortunately the retailers sort of jumped their embargo and things just kind of went haywire and went on sale everywhere. Personally, I didn't have a problem getting the PS5. I just kind of went to your big five or so retailers, your Best Buys, your Amazons, your Targets, etc. Walmart, was able to snag one on Target. So very happy to have that secure. On to the Xbox Series X. That was a whole nother story. I was kind of interested in the Game Pass promotion where it's $34.99 per month to get the console and then the Xbox Live and the Game Pass and all that all included for $34.99 a month. I'm like, I could get behind something like that. Unfortunately, Microsoft's site was totally crashed there, so I thought, all right, well, let's check some of the other ones, and boy, was it a mess out there. Luckily, I was able to secure a console on Microsoft. I got it about an hour after launch, so 9 a.m. Pacific time. It was supposed to come out around 8 a.m. I spent an hour or so just plugging away, trying to get a hold of this thing, and I finally wrangled one in. My advice to everyone in situations like this is have multiple devices open, get a few friends to help if you can. You may have to share your credit card, whatever, if it's that important to you. You got to get the job done. You got to get the console. But keep trying. Try again. Sold out does not mean sold out, okay? If you follow Twitter, they'll say, oh, Amazon's sold out or Best Buy is sold out. Not the case. Not the case. A lot of these orders are in a pending status, and sometimes the orders fall through. Could be credit card was declined after the fact. Could be a fraud protection issue. You really never know with these things. So my advice to you in these launches is to keep on trying. Just because you didn't secure it at launch or during the launch pre-order window doesn't mean you should stop visiting sort of those big five sites we talked about. Constantly check them. Again, this is if it's important to you and you have time on your hands. Make sure you go over and over again to those sites. Go to Best Buy, go to Target, go to Walmart, go to Newegg. Keep checking over and over again, and I guarantee you something will open up, always. Secondly, I would say, when it comes to actual launch day, November 12th, I believe. Sorry if I'm wrong. But on the actual launch day, when the consoles are scheduled to arrive, start checking other places then as well, because they're going to be allocated different inventory levels, and you may be able to score one that way. Do not ever pay scalp price before the product launches. Now, post-launch, if you absolutely have to have it, it's been a week or so, the thing's already out, and people have it, and it's driving you crazy. Sure, do a little bit, but be reasonable, okay? Don't pay double the price. Pay $100, pay $200 over. The whole scalping and reselling thing, because I think that, it is free market. If you think about everything that we do in this world, everything is bought low and everything is sold high. What we do for a living, same story. You got to make a profit. That's what these guys are choosing to do. Cool, So instead of complaining about that, figure out ways to get a step up on these guys. They're using bots. They're doing all this stuff. Don't worry about any of that. Don't concern yourself. You're not going to ever going to be able to stop it. And sitting there whining and complaining about resellers all the time, it's just a bad look. Look, it's a part of the game, especially when it comes to a hot item. And so my advice to you is you got to put in the legwork. You do. If you want this, you got to be up early. You got to be on all the sites. You got to do your homework. Make sure your credit card and your addresses are up to date in all these websites. And just constantly check it. You may get booted out at the end of a checkout. Don't stop and whine. Just understand that's part of the game. There's a lot of things happen, a lot of traffic on these sites. You're going to get booted sometimes, So just stick it out. Go back out. Go into your cart again. Try the process again. That's what I did with the Xbox today. Microsoft booted me off 5 times. I added it to cart. I'm like, finally, we're getting somewhere. No. No, it was another 30 or 45 minutes later before I was able to check out. But you know what? I got a confirmation number, and I've got an Xbox coming to me. Why? Because I put in the work. It took about an hour, but not a big deal. And I've saved whatever you'd save from having to potentially pay a scalper and not be a part of that, adrenaline rush of getting the device on day one. The other advice I would give is, if you have the extra dough, make a few pre-orders from a couple of places. I think we've all been there. It's launch day, and you're looking on social media, and everybody's opening their devices, right? Except you, right? So if you want to be part of that action, make sure you get a couple just to cover your bets. Here's the beauty. If you order 3 of them, let's say, and 1 or 2 or all 3 come in, you're good. You know why? Choose the one you like best, open it up, send the other 2 back. Most places have a return policy. Or maybe your buddy didn't get his. Or maybe you want to explore Facebook Marketplace or eBay and see, hey, wait a minute. I just paid $500 for this, and people are selling them for $800-900. I wonder if I took $750, I could have got my Xbox for half price. So don't look at this reselling thing as pure evil. Look at it for what it is. It's a game. It's a game within a game to buy a game. So do your homework. Don't fight the resellers or bots. Nothing you can do about it. And keep checking over and over and over again until you get what you want. I understand it. I'm a diehard. I live for this stuff. Cutting edge, bleeding edge technology, all about it. I'm a day one guy. And that is how I succeed. On the rare occasion where I absolutely can't get something, every once in a while, I'll pay a little bit of a premium. I hate to do it, but I do it. You know why? Because it's fun and it's not hurting anybody. And we're not going to stop the resellers. So for all of you that are going to say, oh, you're feeding the resellers, you're not. Someone else would have bought it. Trust me. That's sort of my rant on this. I think there's room for improvement on all of them, but I don't know what a fair system is. If it's a raffle, people would complain. If it's something that goes live and the sites crash, people would complain. All I can say is just learn the rules, play the game the best you can. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.